How are you today? So good to see you as always. You know, I say it every single time. I'm living my best darn life. And reason number 4,221, I am super excited to introduce you to Caroline Freeman of Novatech. Damn it, and I practice.
That's okay, you're good.
Visual.
You can call it anything you want as long as you call it.
Well, you're very sweet. So thank you. So it's I'm so honored to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. And I can hardly wait for you to describe what you do because I've really never heard of this before and it is amazing.
Oh, sweet. Well, you are so sweet to have me. And I just have to say kudos to NIA because I've been in a lot of networking groups and I've never, ever met anyone that is as full of life and ambitious and willing to help as you are. And I just love everybody that I've met there. So kudos to NIA for sure. If y'all are not members, you need to be.
Oh, well, that's good. That's a super surprise. I did not plant that seed.
No, she did not at all. But I just love this group. I love it. And I've only been there, what, a month and a half, 2 months. So yeah, it's phenomenal. And Jennifer's amazing. So I've been nervous, but I think she's going to make me unnervous.
Yeah, it's just you and I chatting. You and me chatting, and if we mess up, we just keep going.
There you go.
Okay, so enough about us. So tell me about Novatech Visual. I've never heard of this before, and it is amazing. So go ahead.
Okay. You know, and when I started with the company, I had never heard of it before either. So I've been in the construction industry a long time. Like, I can't tell you how long or you'll know how old I am, but been in construction for a long time, and I've sold everything I think there possibly is to go into new home construction for building a house. But I've not been in the outdoor industry. So everything I've done has been like in the construction part of the home. So this is the actual part of the outdoor industry where people are upgrading and doing new things and living at home and entertaining in their backyard. And it's just phenomenal. And I absolutely love it. I will tell you that I am the only one that is stateside. My company is actually in the United Kingdom. So I'm hoping to get to visit someday on an expense account, of course.
There we go. So tell us what you do. Tell us how you help people enhance their backyard and their outdoor and residential and commercial, correct?
What we do, residential and commercial. Okay. And what we do is we can start with the architectural drawings that the individual needs. And we deal primarily with contractors, pool companies, landscapers, outdoor kitchens. Anybody that's in the outdoor living industry is who we deal with. We don't deal with the homeowners so much because they want to see this from their contractors. So can we do a 3D rendering from homeowners? Sure. That's not our typical. So the contractors will call us and reach out to us and ask for a rendering because, I mean, I'm a visual person. Probably 90% of the people I know are visual people. So, you know, being in the construction industry, I've looked at blueprints for, you know, a long time. And I still can't visualize what that's going to look like. I'm sorry. I built a house and I'm still like, I want to see it. So
it's all flat. It's just a bunch of lines on a paper.
Exactly. They didn't have visualization back then when I built my first house. And so it's kind of neat because what we can do is we help the pool contractors, the landscape companies, people building outdoor kitchens, home builders, landscapers, anybody that's doing something for a homeowner and the homeowner wants to see what's going on because we look at that blueprint and we're like, what's it really going to look like?
How big is it? What's the scale? What are the colors? Yeah,
exactly. And you know, and we can actually we actually do implement their home in every drawing, design, rendering that we do. So their home is in the rendering. The contractor will send us measurements of what the customer's doing. If they're building a pool, a pergola, whatever, they'll take photos of their home and they will send us a plat. So there's only 3 things we need to help the customer design what they're looking for. So it's super simple. And it was so simple at the beginning because I've been in construction for so long. And I'm like, nothing's this simple, really? Is this for real? It's like, that's all I have to ask is 3 questions. It was great. I mean, I kept trying to over embellish and overdo things. And it's like 3 questions. And so, yeah, that's all we need to get from the customer to get things implemented for them. And what it does is we actually come up with a design for them. A rendering, so to speak. So we actually draw the homeowner's house in the design. Every homeowner will see their house in the design.
So they can picture it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Their home is there, their patio, whatever they're doing, anything that they're upgrading. But we start with their basic backyard house, just so they can feel like they're comfortable. It's their house. This is what it's really going to look like. The only thing that will change in that typically is the selections. Obviously, there are so many different stones and different plants and things like that we put into the design that may change. And that's something that our customer, be it the contractor, the landscaper, the outdoor living expert, will tell the homeowner up front, this is what it's going to look like. We can certainly change any of the elements that you want to change.
And you're changing it on paper before you get out and do everything. And then somebody's like, well, that's not the way I envisioned it. We have to start over.
Exactly.
Yes.
And one of the beauties of this is the contractor, if they have Pool Studio, which a lot of them already do, which is the software that we use, if they have Pool Studio, their salespeople and designers can change this on site in front of the customer.
Yeah.
So that's huge. So let's say the customer starts out with, I want to redo my backyard. I want a pool. I want a kitchen. I want a pergola. Let's max it out and see where we're at. And then they get out there, the designer goes out and shows them the 3D design, and they're like, wow, this looks fabulous. Well, as you know, money's usually an object. So the homeowner's like, let's do this in phases. That happens a lot. So yeah, so they can start, we can go, okay, you know what, let's take the pergola out for now. Well, that designer that's on the job site with the homeowner can delete the pergola right there in front of them.
But still leave the space for it, so you can put it in later. Yeah. Absolutely.
It just, it will return to grass or, whatever's on their plan. And so they can delete that right there in front of them. And therefore the homeowner can actually see, oh my gosh, you know what? I don't like without the pergola. I want the pergola back in there. Or, you know what? We're going to do the pergola, in the fall. So totally understandable. And we do that all the time, and it's not a problem. One thing that we can do is we can take a client, and if they don't have any idea at all, they can start from scratch. Say, okay, we've got this home. Our customer can send us the measurements, the photographs, and the plat, and say, you know what, this person's very contemporary, wants a contemporary backyard. Can you help us out? We can design it from scratch if they'd like. And again, they're going to put the landscaping. We're going to put landscaping in there, according to, what Texas does, but the homeowner can change that. Those are minor things. It's kind of like you move into a home that, you love, but you want to do some painting. It's just simple aesthetics at that point.
And it really, so it saves time. It saves a great deal of money. It saves back and forth. It's there. You're really helping contractors. So you work mainly with contractors and
yes.
Full builder.
Absolutely. And it saves them, it saves their designers. These people get really busy out there. The salespeople are out there, they're trying to sell. When they sell, they make commission and make money, right?
Right.
I've been in sales for a long time. So yeah, and you have too, we know that. So in doing that, what we do for them is we take that off their plate. We do the design for you, which takes you hours and hours and hours, depending on the size of the project, days or weeks. We can do some, we start at the very basic project and go up to, hundreds of thousands of dollars with a customer's needing a very detailed, grandiose estate kind of project.
And it's fast and reliable, and it's visual. You can see it. You know what you're getting. Yeah,
absolutely. And make changes to it as you go. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a great sales tool for my customers because it saves them time and money. Their salespeople get to get out, sell more. And that's where the salesperson's going to make more money. That's more money for the bottom line of the company. And I just acquired a new account in Dallas, and they sent us like 5 designs already. And it's interesting because a lot of these contractors, their employees work 1099, so they are straight commission. So in essence, they need to pay for the design up front before they actually make the sale. But the beauty of this is one of our biggest customers, I'm not going to mention any names, but one of our biggest customers here in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, they have increased their sales rate over 30%. by just being able to show that design to the homeowner. The homeowner can visualize themselves in their backyard, sitting there. And another thing that I was so intrigued and so impressed with is we can make it sunset. It's sunset.
Oh.
They're sitting there in their backyard with their family. They're enjoying a glass of wine. They're cooking burgers on the grill, and it's all visual. You can see that. We can add the people, we can add the food, we can add the cocktails or beverages, whatever it is, with their outdoor kitchen and with the furniture by the pool. It's so cool to just, and a homeowner sees that, and I feel like that's what really helps increase the sales for the designer and the salesman that's out there on the job, because that homeowner goes, oh my gosh, this looks amazing.
And you can picture yourself in it and living in it and using it. Yes, it's all about, because like you said, those blueprints are a flat piece of paper and they're just lines. And I'm like, I don't know how many big, 5 feet is. I don't know what that means. So anyway.
Exactly. How many lounge chairs can I get in that 5-foot area? What's really serious? I'm serious. And so that is all drawn out, and it is all drawn to the specs. The architectural drawings are actually available to the client to use for homeowners association reviews, permitting for the city if they have to have a permit, which if you're building a pool, you do. If you're building a pergola, not so much. But we try to make it easy for the customer and just indulge that homeowner in their own backyard, their own element with their family, their friends, so they are enjoying their backyard. You know what the real estate market's like. People want to stay at home and stay where they're at. They can't get the property they have now for selling it and moving somewhere else, because it's not as easy. So we find that a lot of homeowners are just upgrading where they live, and they've got great neighbors, they've got a backyard, all that fun stuff. So they're doing a lot of work in their backyard and outdoor living. And gosh, in Houston, you can use it year round.
That's right. That's right. So what is the best way to reach you? Are you comfortable sharing an email or a phone number,
Sure.
whatever you're comfortable sharing?
Sure. My cell phone number is 214-808-1789. That's 214-808-1789. And my email is Caroline, Caroline, F as in Freeman, at novatechvisual.com. And that's NOVITECHVISUAL.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's and I'll put a link to the website so you can know what we're talking about. Again, you have to see it.
Yay.
So
well, you're a gem. I just love being around you, and you're just a ray of sunshine everywhere you go.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for being here. You're very sweet. All right, my friends, be safe and be well, and click on that link and you are like, oh yeah, that's really cool. All right.
Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Take care. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. See you, friends. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.